What's up guys, the exciting day is here. Huawei has made the official response answering all the questions that we have regarding the Harmony OS. I just got this in the mail from Huawei and I would like to share this information with you guys. The operating system built by Huawei, it's already running on a smart TV, and when it comes to smartphones, the Mate 30 Lite could be the first phone to run this. In case you don't know, August 19th is the day for the expiration of Huawei's temporary license that US gave to them. But turns out US has decided to give Huawei another 90 days of temporary license before they make any final decision. As it was reported on Reuters.com, the president of US and China are expected to discuss Huawei on call this week, so we'll see more information on that. But another 90 days is certainly a good news. This means that Android Q will be coming with the Mate 30 Pro along with any other Huawei or Honor phone releasing in the next 90 days. Again, more details are scheduled to reveal this week. I'm sure Huawei is pretty pissed at this point. Nobody likes to be controlled by someone else. Their future is definitely not secure, which is why they have built their own operating system, aka the Harmony OS. So let's start off with the first question, which is why has Huawei built Harmony OS? And a simple answer to that is future proofing. Huawei further explains that they've been working on their OS for about a decade. Their goal was to create one OS that unites all the devices. Huawei as a company has so many different range of products, and with 5G and AI into the mix, it makes sense to have your own operating system that links everything. In order to build your own ecosystem, you have to have your own OS, which is why they did it. Huawei further says that it is different from Linux, Android, and iOS because it is based on microkernel architecture. They are building the next generation OS for the future, and this was planned for a long time, so regardless of Google ban, Huawei has planned to release their own operating system right around the era of 5G and AI. They further explained Harmony OS and its core technologies, which I talked about in detail in my previous video. Now on to some of the important questions, which is Harmony OS versus the competition. So first up is the support for Android applications, and it's been said that under the current technological architecture, Harmony OS does not support Android apps, but because it's based on microkernel architecture and the way they build it, it's going to be very easy for developers to develop apps for Harmony OS because of its one-time development and cross-device deployment. Huawei further says that the source code will be released globally, so soon a lot of developers will be able to make applications for Harmony OS. Now Harmony OS is already being used in a smart TV and it's going to be in a lot of smart devices, but what about smartphones? So Huawei says that Harmony OS is ready to run on mobile phone if Huawei is not allowed to use Android, as said by Richard Yu, which means that if Huawei wants to, they can bring Harmony OS to their phone right now, which they're going to be doing later down the year with Huawei Mate 30 Lite. And to the all-important question regarding the Mate 30, Huawei says that if not allowed to run Android, we can bring Harmony OS even with the Mate 30 flagship family. But since now we know that Huawei just got 90 days of temporary license once again, so most likely it's going to be rocking Android Q based on EMUI 10.0. Furthermore, Huawei has tested Harmony OS on foldable Mate X as well, and according to them, it delivers a better performance in every aspect. Which brings me to the next set of questions, which is the success of Harmony OS. Huawei says that it is different from iOS and Android, and where they stand in the market right now, they're pretty confident that Harmony OS can be successful because it is so easy to adopt to different kind of scenarios, and because it is open source, it will allow developers to deploy an app once and deploy it across multiple devices. Apps can be easily migrated to Harmony OS from other operating systems. The main big factor of success for Harmony OS is that it ensures a smooth transition for both developers and consumers. All in all, they are confident that Harmony OS will be greatly welcomed by all users. And once again, Huawei has clarified that Harmony OS is intended for global market. It's not built for one country or one region. It will come worldwide. And another question where it was asked that if EMUI can be upgraded to be compatible with Harmony OS, and to that Huawei says EMUI is based on Android, but in the future there will be a Harmony OS based EMUI if there's a reason that is beyond our control, which is of course what US is doing. So when Harmony OS comes out on a smartphone, it's gonna have a lot of EMUI elements, and based on what Huawei has said here, it's gonna look very similar to how EMUI 10.0 looks. And lastly, but most importantly, Huawei says that Android operating system and the ecosystem around that is still their first choice. Yes, it's a choice right now. Depending on the success of Harmony OS, this choice can change. Furthermore, Huawei says that Harmony OS is still being improved, so in the coming months we're gonna see some more official information. Again, I will update you guys with the official stuff coming from Huawei, and this is pretty much the most asked questions regarding the Harmony OS. With a new 90-day license, Huawei will bring Android to their future flagship devices, and maybe next year, if successful, Harmony OS could actually become the first choice software for Huawei smartphones. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also in the news, the Mate X will come later down the year. Because it's coming so late, Huawei has decided to upgrade the processor of the Mate X family to Kirin 990, which is gonna be inside of the Mate 30 family as well. So that is super exciting. Mate X is definitely one of the most exciting foldable phones announced this year, a true rival to the Galaxy Fold. So that's all we have on the latest Huawei news. I hope your main questions are answered regarding the Harmony OS. I hope a lot of confusion around it is cleared, but drop a comment, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.